It's time to dim the lights. And we're going to explore a spooky location.
Ooh.
By that, I mean read about it on Wikipedia, you know. All right, so the location that I picked for this week's episode is Zak Bagan's Haunted Museum. I definitely would like to go there someday. I think it just seems like a cool place to go. Zak Bagan's is, of course, the host of Ghost Adventures.
Yes, it was 3 of them, right?
And it seems like there's a couple of reoccurring. My sister told me this is like a totally weird coincidence that she had a friend that dated one of them.
What?
I don't know which one. I'll have to ask her again. But she said that she had a friend who was dating one of the ghost adventurers.
Yeah, fill us in on that. Some
Yeah,
spooky drama details.
a spooky drama. What was it like to date a ghost adventurer?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we're going to talk about the Zak Bagans Haunted Museum because it's not just a museum with haunted things, like the house itself is haunted.
Mm,
Because why not take a haunted place and then put more haunted things inside of it?
of
That
course.
that that won't backfire in any sort of way. There's like all sorts of exhibits.
Oh, they have a website? Should
Yeah, they
link
do.
it. Should link it.
Yeah. Like I just say like the creepiest thing, and I know you're superstitious, so I'm going to tell you before you
Oh no.
go through the website. One of the attractions is Peggy the doll.
Okay.
And this doll is supposedly so haunted that people experience like nausea, vomiting, really bad luck from just looking at pictures of her. Like not even
Oh.
being in her presence, but looking at a picture of her and looking her in the eye.
Well, I'm not gonna go through the website. That's all you. Um, you can tell me about it.
I mean, even from what I've like, I won't look. I haven't looked into that one too much because I am superstitious about that kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
Did you see a
Even if
picture?
it no,
Okay.
like I won't look it up. Like that's it's mostly just reading about it, but like and a lot of people like when they post about it, they'll straight up put a censor bar over her eyes
Okay.
just because of that level of superstition.
Disclaimer, we will not be putting a picture up of her, so do not
Yeah,
worry.
yeah. Look up Peggy the doll at your own
Yeah,
discretion.
if your own will.
Let me see. I don't remember the entire story. Let me make sure this article doesn't have any pictures. Oh, geez.
Did you find a picture?
I did. I
No.
did not like it either.
No. No.
I did not like that at
Oh
all.
no. Becca.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Ugh.
I know that when like it's part of the museum's policy that when you go into the room where she is,
Mhm.
you have to say hello, Peggy. And before you leave, you have to say thank you, Peggy. Or
Mm.
like but like even then they don't recommend people even look her in the eye.
Mhm.
Because supposedly they've had guests that have had like chest pains and like vomiting and like all sorts of either looking the doll in the eye or speaking to the doll disrespectfully. And
Oh
like they've had
no.
people like write letters apologizing to Peggy because they felt like they did something to disrespect her. And then like they went home and then all these bad things started happening. They're like, oh, we can't fly all the way. I think somebody did end up like flying all the way back to apologize to this doll.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just that's the kind of energy vibe I don't want to mess with.
Yeah. I know haunted objects, other really popular haunted dolls
Mhm.
like Robert the doll or Annabelle is probably the most famous of those.
Mm.
Though I do think people have had bad experiences with both Robert and Annabelle, where like they felt like they needed to apologize to the doll. Peggy, though, I think mostly it's been like palpitations and like heart attacks and stuff.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm
Still
getting
not good.
nervous.
Still not good stuff. Yeah, it's not like, oh, geez. I keep clicking on articles with pictures.
Oh no! Bekka, no. Okay, Bekka, just
Yikes.
switch the object, switch the...
We're gonna switch gears now because I don't want to talk about Peggy anymore and become cursed. Yeah. So we're gonna move on to some of the other things they have. Another one of the really famous objects they have there is the Devil's Rocking Chair.
Oh.
Now, the Devil's Rocking Chair was Ed and Lorraine Warren case.
Mm.
The one that was like, guy ended up committing a murder. He murdered his landlord and pleaded not guilty because of demon possession. And it was like the first time ever in US history that somebody has pled not guilty for that reason.
Did that work or no? Do you
I
know?
want to say that it did, that he got off.
Interesting.
But the Devil's Rocking Chair was like in the house where during an exorcism of this little boy,
Oh.
and the chair happened to be in the room, the site of exorcism of David Glatzel, who was said to be possessed by a demon. Warrens performed the exorcism, and the story says that the demon left Glatzel and possessed another person, Arnie Cheyenne Johnson. Johnson later killed his landlord. So
Wait, was he helping perform it?
he was there. In fact, he, like, during the exorcism, because he was the boyfriend of the boy's mother.
Okay.
He, like, ran up to the child and was like, whatever you are, get out of him, possess me if you have to. And so the little boy wasn't possessed anymore, and then Arnie was then possessed, and he ended up murdering his landlord and made history. Pleading not guilty because he was possessed by a demon. Anyway, the chair, just, it happened to be in the room. But people who sit in the chair have experienced like severe back pain after like getting out of the chair. It's like closed off, like they don't let people sit in it.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, do they get scratched or is it just back pain?
I think it really is. It was like the severe back pain is like the thing that almost everybody gets while sitting in the chair. That and just like that kind of uneasy feeling. I know that Ed and Lorraine Warren said that they claimed to see like the devil himself sitting in the chair sometimes. And then others who've sat in the chair have faced back pain so excruciating they've needed surgery.
Well, good thing they have it closed off now.
Yeah, I can't sit in the chair no more.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very relaxing. I feel like with rocking chairs, you're supposed to like sit back, relax.
Yeah.
Get some back
possessed,
pain.
You know. They have the Devil's Rocking Chair. Yay!
What other objects?
All right, let's see. They also have the Dybbuk box.
Oh.
That's considered like the most haunted object in the museum. It is like locked away, like you can see it through like
bad to talk about
a window. No, I don't.
Okay.
The Dybbuk is a spirit from Jewish lore, but it's like specifically a malevolent spirit, like a very dangerous, malevolent spirit. And they would trap them inside of these boxes. And that's what a Dybbuk box is. They were essentially boxes that they would trap these spirits in. And they were usually like, huh?
I wonder if you can buy these with like full spirits in them.
I know that the one in the museum has been opened, and supposedly the Dybbuk that was inside was released when the box was opened.
Okay.
But there's just still a lot of negative energy around the box, just from, like, they don't think that there's any spirit that still lingers there, but just that kind of dark energy that encompasses the area. I know that's another one that people have, started feeling sick or really bad, or seeing shadow people when they go down to see the Dybbuk box.
Down?
Huh?
You said when they go down to see it?
I mean, just when they go to see it.
Okay, I thought you were gonna be like it's like chained in the basement of this house.
There is a basement, but there's more fun things down there. We'll
Oh
get to that.
no.
Pretty recently opened up the basement because the house that it was built in, that I guess was converted into, was a house where like the dad would perform like satanic rituals in the basement.
Oh my gosh.
It's like straight out of Phasmophobia. There's like a pentagram drawn on the basement floor, and there's like candles around it and like an altar. And I just found it like that, you know. Another thing, back to the Dybbuk box. Supposedly, Zak Bagan's touched the box while he was on a tour with Post Malone. And Post Malone had touched Zak Bagan's, and Zak Bagan's was touching the box. And Post Malone claimed that he had a streak of bad luck after having that contact with the Dybbuk box. He was in like several car accidents, like one after another. No one is safe. Not even Post Malone. Let's see, a malicious possessing spirit believed to be the dislocated soul of a dead person, supposedly leaving the host body once it accomplishes its goals. Try to buy our own Dybbuk box.
Definitely
Open it up. Open it on stream. Just kidding. Not that. Yo, they have late night flashlight tours.
No.
I would be so scared.
I feel like the late night flashlight tours, we'd be like
Yo, they
people to get
allow.
lost and like accidentally run into stuff that we're not supposed to.
They'll let people bring in EMF and like spirit boxes too.
We have to build our way up there. I'm not quite. I'm not
You're not
quite
ready
built
yet.
for this yet.
It looks like the general admission, they don't allow ghost hunting or paranormal equipment. It's only during the late night flashlight tours that they allow that. Just kind of cool. Like, I mean, if you're really, really into that, then heck yeah, do it. Yeah, they have, Zak Bagan's apparently did a documentary called Demon House about this house. I think it was in Indiana. It's supposedly like the most haunted house in America, and he did a whole documentary, which would be really cool if you want to watch that. I think that'd be really cool. Because it's supposed to be like a real documentary. He did, and because he purchased the house just to make the documentary, and it was apparently so bad that he had it bulldozed because it was just that bad. But yeah, he he took a staircase, like the entire staircase, and that's in the museum from the house. People have like fainted being on the stairs or being around the stairs. That one's not as exciting, just a pair of scary stairs. Scary stairs. But they have like things belonging to different serial killers. Like they have some of Charles Manson's ashes.
Ew.
Ted Bundy's glasses.
Ew.
Ed Gein's cauldron for cooking body parts.
Oh.
You know, all the fun stuff. But the other thing that I find really, really fascinating, do you know who Bela Lugosi was?
No.
He was an old black and white actor. He was like the original Dracula.
Oh, okay.
But he was very into the occult, and he had a mirror. One of the items that they have in this museum is a mirror that belonged to him. And he would practice scrying, I think it is.
I thought you said crying. I was like, what?
Oh, scrying. Yeah, crying. He just sit in front of his mirror and cry. No, scrying. Say ritual, a practice. Let's say practice. Practice of like looking through a mirror. Like you have to have like two mirrors, and you like create a vortex between the two mirrors.
Oh, yeah.
By like you look at the reflection of one mirror in the other. A lot of people will go in there with mirrors, and they'll do that. They'll scry in front of the mirror.
I hate
that. You don't like how close it is to cry. I just sit in front of my mirror and cry. I don't scry.
Close enough.
Yeah. But people will see shadow figures in the mirror. They'll see a white mist is a very common thing that people see behind them in the mirror. So there's a lot of bad juju associated with this mirror that belongs to him. Just don't look at it with another mirror, I guess.
Yeah. I used to have 2 mirrors like set up in my room facing each other because I was like, I could get a view of one way to another. And I didn't know what it was called, but I'd heard that's like opening a portal. So then I stopped doing it.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's
whoop.
the
We're
I
scrying without the S.
yeah, exactly. It seems like it's also used, like looking into a crystal ball is also considered scrying.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's a form of divination, whether you use a mirror or a crystal ball, I guess. Scrying involves self-induced trance without the aid of a medium such as a crystal ball. Even via modern technology such as smartphones, you can use your phone to
We
contact
could
demons. It's great.
scry right now?
Yeah, we could be scrying right
Oh
now.
my.
Yeah. Until next time.
Until next time. Bye, guys. Everyone, thanks for listening and watching. And we'll be doing some
Listen.
more videos. And we hope to see you guys come back for more.